Hello CDA2, this is your Module 4 explanation. We're moving on to Functional Area 3, Learning Environment. This is the last of the functional areas that's in Competency Statement 1 to establish and maintain a safe, healthy learning environment. So we're going to be looking at the environment and the opportunities for learning to occur. So when we go into our checklist, there's two main items along with the reading. So we'll be in chapter 3 in the Beatty book. And in it, we're really going to be looking at parts of the environment like how do you design it? How do you make it where children are in charge of their learning? How do you select appropriate materials? How do you plan your lessons? What does a daily schedule look like? How do you implement it? And so when you look in your CDA books, looking at the infant toddler one, it starts on page 51, but in the green one, the preschool, it starts on page 50, and it goes through, and once again, the environment and then the interaction part. And so one of the easy ways is to have a visual schedule available. When they come and observe you, they're going to be looking for a warm and respectful disposition from the teacher. How is she implementing? Can she go with the flow? Keep everyone on task? So you're going to be having the chapter 3 quiz. The second one is going to be the competency statement. So since we're at the end of the 3 functional areas in this competency, we're ready to write a competency statement. So if this is your first one, what this is written how you demonstrate competency and mastery of these 3 functional areas for the PD specialist, because they're only there observing you for 2 hours, and how else can you show them, because you can't do every wonderful thing that you do throughout the day. So first you write an initial paragraph where you talk about how you meet it with overall environmental areas as well as your teaching practices. And so there is an example next that we'll look at, but then you're going to have, after this initial paragraph, 3 points, and it goes back to the items, the resource collection items you already sent in. So the first one's going to be on the menu, and if you already made comments in the menu, then you're welcome to put them on your competency statement. So if you designed the menu, how does it reflect your commitment to children's nutritional goals? And if you did not, because the school district designed it or the director of your program designed it, what are its strengths and what would you change? You may have more whole grains, more fresh fruits, or I think it's a nice blend of what kids like, things along those lines. 2 is going to be on the room environment. So, for example, if you're the assistant in the room, you may not have a whole lot of say in how the room is designed. If you're the lead teacher, you may. What are its strengths or what would you change? And make that statement about how much control you have over that. And then last, it's going to be the lesson plan that you just turned in. How does it reflect your philosophy of what young children need on a daily basis? And if you don't, the school district designs it, Head Starts it designs it, the lead teacher designs it. What are its strengths and what would you change? So even if you don't have control over these, you can put forth your own thoughts. Like, I think we need to have more child-based inquiry going on. I think we need more experiences that they have, whatever it is that you feel is necessary. And so these are going to be due. Magic, it really is due on November 12th. That would be next Thursday. Here is an example of a competency statement as it loads. So in this one, because there's such distinct areas, there's something about functional area 1, functional area 2, and this is functional area 3. And because this is infant toddler, this person has decided to separate it out by age group, because what you do with new infants or young infants versus toddlers is different. And then here the person goes in, well, we didn't include the other part, where you go in and self-assess. So this is just the first part, the initial paragraph, and then you'll go in and make the CS1A, B, and C. So if you have any questions, let me know. and have a great week as you finish up competency statement 1.